Hello and welcome to the Album Man, and today, yes, it's that time of the week where I do my weekly rock and metal news, though it tends to mostly be rock, but yeah, there's definitely some metal news this week. Sorry about the shaking, just my laptop with the news on is starting to run out of charge, so I need to try and plug it back in. But anyway, yes, so the first news story we'll talk about, I mean, there really isn't that much this week, sort of struggled to get stuff together, but I managed to find enough. So the first story is that Judas Priest are back in the studio. We know nothing else except for that they've been in the studio. So yeah, I literally have nothing else to say on that matter, and oh my god. Except for Judas Priest are back, they're recording a new studio album, presumably, and Queen's hanging off the wall. Also, another band recording a new album, which I'm sure most of you don't even know, but I've mentioned it enough times, The Reticent. Sort of, if you don't know them, they are a progressive metal project by this guy Chris Hathcock, and they sort of combine influences like Tool and Porcupine Tree and Opeth, and I love their last album, The Tom Petty Tree 2, and I have all their albums now, actually. And yeah, he's recording a new album in June, and a covers EP before that, so if any of you are fans of The Reticent, then, do. And if you're not, don't know them, then please do check them out. Check out this song, With Folded Arms, which is about the author Christopher Hitchens, personally my favourite author of all time, so great song combined with great author, wonderful. Okay, and next we come to the Vince Neil of Motley Crue has been in hospital because he has kidney stones being removed. Told you it was a slow news week, so yeah. Because Motley Crue are gonna retire after they complete work on their final album, do a farewell tour. I'm sorry, I'm just so sceptical about farewell tours now. With a few the Scorpions had a farewell tour. What are they doing? Then they're not saying farewell. Judas Priest had their Epitaph tour, and they are now recording a new album. I saw them on the Epitaph tour, and instead of being their last tour, it was Queensryche's last tour in the UK with Jeff Tate. So it certainly was someone's epitaph, just not who I expected. Okay, so yeah, this is apparently news. Next up, something a little more exciting, I suppose. Black Star Riders, aka Thin Lizzy. Their debut album, they've confirmed some details about it. It's going to be called Hell Breaks Loose, and it's going to be released in, let's see, May 27th in the UK, May 28th in North America, and then it seems mainly May 27th in mainland Europe, but 24th in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Finland and Norway. So you have many different release dates there. But yes, there's going to be a standard CD, special edition, and I don't think they've released a single from it yet. I don't know. If they have, then I really need to check it out. But it's been produced by Kevin Shirley, who, quite like him as a producer. And it features Ricky Warwick as the vocalist, and it has Scott Gorham as obviously the main other person. So yeah, I mean, I'm pleased it didn't call themselves Thin Lizzy, but how this is going to work out, who knows? I'm giving an open mind, definitely. And the last piece of news we have before we move on to what albums I've been listening to this week. We have again more sad news. It's 3 weeks on the trot. We've had some really sad news. So let's carry on the run of sad news. The 10 years after guitarist, I think, Alvin Lee sadly died unexpectedly. It was after complications on a routine surgical procedure apparently. And yeah, he died at only the age of 68. And yeah, it was with the band 10 years after, as I'm sure many of you know, sort of the rock blues group. I can't say I really know much about them. I've only briefly heard Alvin Lee's name before. I get so sick of that now, Alvin Lee's name before, but, still sad. Someone, respected in rock. Okay, so let's move on from the sad note to what albums I've been listening to over the last week. And not massive amounts, I'll say that. So we'll start with the least exciting, because it's something I've said before, but I was testing out some speaker cable, well, cable between amp and CD, not speaker cable, so interconnecting cable, I don't know what the hell it's called. Testing out some cable, and listen to a bit of Manson, why not, you know, he's good to test cable with, tell you that. That's the album Hollywood. Okay, so we'll move on to some more interesting things. We'll carry on to CDs, actually. Metallica's Load with the Blood and Semen cover. Yes, that's what the cover is. And this album, is it much better? It's a very mixed bag for me. You see, I like songs like The House Jack Built. That's a great song. King Nothing. I like Ronnie. Fawn Within I liked. There's, you know, quite a few songs. It's practically like every other song I like. But there's a lot of dull crap. Oh, I like the Outlaw Torn, the last track. That's good. But there's a lot of crap. Until It Sleeps. Hero of the Day. Bleeding Me. Oh, God, they were boring. The thing with this album is it's too bloody long. Especially this is only the first part of a double. This comes in at like 78 minutes 59 or something ridiculous like that. I heard something saying, well, if they put like 1 more second on, then it would actually start skipping because it would be holding too much info. And it's like, seriously, 78 minutes, it just drags and drags, drags. I preferably like an album to be really between 45 and 60 minutes, I think. Or 40 and 60 minutes, I say. There's some really good 40-minute albums. But that's one of the things I like about vinyl, or certainly releases like back in the 70s. They were limited by that sort of 45, I think it was 45-minute time constriction that vinyl could hold. But with CD, this is the type of thing which shows why CD was a little bad. But, you know, I love CD. CD is my preferred format. I'm not dissing it, but this album, meh. It's not awful, it's just not good. Next, something bloody awesome, to be honest. I'm pretty sure I listened to this week. If I did it last week, I apologise. Iced Earth's Night of the Storm Ride. Oh my god, is this a good album. This is the only album featuring the vocalist who was on it. I can't remember his name. And it features, the best song I would say is Angel Holocaust. It's probably my favourite, the title track. And I really liked Pure Evil especially as well. Just as two highlights. This is really good sort of, I would say, sort of power metal, but more bordering to the thrashier side. It is, I could even describe it possibly as thrash metal. Between power metal, thrash metal, something like that. Yeah, really enjoyed this album. Really great thrash, whatever you want to call it, release. And yeah, definitely a band I need to get more of. Enjoyed it quite a bit. And lastly, a vinyl, which I was only listening to today. One of these classic albums that really I should have listened to a while back, but I don't know, haven't. Rush's well no, it's not Farewell to Kings, no, it's Rush's Moving Pictures. Now this is often considered one of the best albums. I mean, it has Tom Sawyer, Red Barchetta, YYZ. It also has Witch Hunt, the third part of the Fear trilogy thing. And yeah, I mean, this is an unbelievable album. It really is just a true sort of, you know, masterpiece of Rush's, certainly. I mean, I'm still of the opinion, I still think that Clockwork Angels is their best. I know, shoot me. But, no, I do adore this album as well. And I wish my copy of Farewell to Kings, which I have on vinyl, would bloody damn work. It has, I didn't notice when I bought it, but it has, it's like someone's just got like a knife and just scratched at it. So it just sounds horrible. Oh, it's unlistenable. Unlistenable. But, yes, I listened to a couple of other things, but there's stuff that will be showing in my CDs I bought recently for March, so I don't want to really spoil them. So, this has been the Album Man. I really need to get some bloody stronger blue tack. Clearly, this is just getting ridiculous now. And I hope you enjoyed this weekly rock news and what I've been listening to and all that jazz. So, yeah, this bit, I think I've said that. So, long live rock and roll.